Hi guys, Troublemaker here. Happy anniversary. Yes, it has been 3 years of Wargame. Wargame European Escalation was released on this day. This is also the day that I started the campaign, and that's where a lot of you probably came from. Since then, of course, we've been doing a lot of content on this channel with Wargame, lots of tutorials, lots of gameplay features, lots of missions, and lots of casts, of course. And so on this anniversary, I thought I would re show a match that I casted for the Wargame Cup. Now, a little bit of premising before you watch this, in case we have had new people in between Wargame Cup and now. Wargame Cup was a 150 something member tournament. It had people of all skill levels. It went on for months and months and months, and this match is not the finals, because the finals to me was not the biggest match of the tournament. So to premise it, the tournament had a lot of favorites. Firestarter was a huge favorite to win it. Tigga was the biggest favorite. He was number one on the ladder. Many people thought he was the best player in the game. Delta was another big favorite. He's Polaris Delta on Reddit. He's still in the game. What else we have? Bent Guru was a bit of a micro magician who was doing exceptionally well, and people thought that he could take it. And then there was this guy who he was great. You know, he was really good. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't really a favorite. And he's in this match, of course. And this is a very important match of the tournament. Tigga is the guy who everyone thought would take the whole thing without much effort, because he was just so freaking good. And the tournament prize was like a $5,000 laptop. They gave cash prizes. They gave Steam games. It ended up being like somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 worth of prizes for this tournament. Everyone thought Tigga would win it. The people at UGen Systems were actually tweeting every single time that Tigga had a match. They'd tweet like, "Oh my God, will he win?" Everyone was cheering for this guy. And then comes along FIFA 55. FIFA 55, like he's kind of the underdog here. No one really thinks he's going to win. And spoiler alert, he wins the Wargame Cup completely. And he was a giant slayer. So this is a recast, a re-show of my original cast of the epic match between FIFA 55, the Giant Slayer, and Tigga, the Grand Marshal Champion of the ladder for Wargame European Escalation. Happy anniversary, guys.
Hello everybody, my name is Troublemaker. This is the Wargame Cup 2012, and probably going to be the last match I'll be casting from Round 6, because Round 7 is going to begin soon. So without further ado, our opponents for the day will be, in fact, the NATO player. His name is 55. And we have the red player, little known player, Tigga. What can we say with these two? 55 is a guy who's been steadily improving throughout the tournament. And judging by this loadout, it looks like he's going to go for some sort of rush. He's got infantry and Marauder VTSI, very strong, rushy type units. And he's also got 2 commands, so it might be something similar to what Bent Guru might do. And Tigga is the undisputed top player in the game. You can see he's getting the Buratino. Under Tigga logic, the Buratino with its fast launch time is a perfect counter to a lot of rushes. So he gets Buratino quite a bit. And he has not many units, just a select few. He does have 4 transport helicopters, probably going to try and snag, where is it? It's over here. Try and snag this town here. And probably also this town here. So he's kind of protecting himself, but also being aggressive. So we'll have to see. Few helicopters being mixed in here, so not quite a Bent Guru push. He's got some AMX-32, some AML Lynxes, and yeah, this is pretty darn close to an all-in. And I guess here we go. It's a Tigga match, people. So We see Tigga's going to try and play it safe, hold on to his Echo base. That means that he'll be able to rally in any new units that he'll need to defend this push. And he's going to go ahead and take Delta, looks like. So very safe build. Not going for any kind of crazy aggressive builds. Just playing very safe. And that's going to net him 5 points. All the while, looks like 555 might be able to pick up some of these transport helicopters here. These are very, very hard to deal with. In fact, it's better off to take care of these well before they get to their location, just because once they're grounded, you're going to have to invest quite a bit to, you know, take care of this. So if you can get just one of these, that make it worthwhile. And will Tigga be able to make it? Looks like one transport helicopter will. His others are, yes, in fact, going to go and try and secure this alpha location so he has a future nice travel path. And both are landing. Both are deployed. The VPs are going to rush for this building here. He's got another group going to rush for this building here. He's got some units, not all of them, just a few units, going to try and rush out and get this before it can get away. He definitely does not want this VPZ to get into this building, and he's gunning it down as well. The transport helicopter looks like it could go down as well. The VABs, of course, able to do this. There's no recon here, so he might have to trade quite heavily to get this other VPZ out of the way. And yes, the VPZ will start firing. 555 actually has quite the lead right now, but that could all change with this random VPZ just gunning down tank destroyers left and right. And able to get another big kill, and looks like now 555 is going to say screw it. He's moving in 20 chasseurs to try and deal with this, and they are running in. I got a new upgraded video card, and I'm on ultra high mode. I don't really notice much of the difference, to be told. Hopefully you guys notice the difference at home, but I don't. I just don't really notice the difference at all. And yeah, like, actually this is almost not enough. He's bringing in a second squad to deal with this, and it will get flushed out from the route, and he should be able to get this. He's going to sidestep, though. That's a little weird. Maybe try to take this building position himself, and Jesus, this thing is just staying alive. Just like that song. You know. The Armageddon song. And this life forever. That was like an 8-minute song. And whoa, there's a big battle going on here. The majority of the forces here, 455, going to try and rush through this village and actually wipes out both locations. He's trying his hardest not to reveal his hand, though. He's got a lot of martyr VTSIs, and that's immediately going to be a tell. The Buratino's winding up. Here's his anti-rush defense. Will it strike gold? That's the question. Immediate shift by 555, moving his units off the road, out of position to be hit by the Buratino. And it's forced to rewind by Tigga. He did in fact spot that. And will do damage. Tigga's got a few transport helicopters. He really doesn't have a lot to deal with this, actually, now I look at this. And most of his units are kind of out of position. Here comes the fire. Looks like he's going to get a nice few hits here. Got a couple, but not really significant amounts. And transport helicopter could go down. Tigga's got to push this way very quickly. And, ooh, taking some pretty critical hits there. And this infantry rush is going to keep going forward. He's actually going to go dart straight for this Echo base, which is mostly undefended, only really being defended by these transport helicopters. All the while, the main body of the force, the Marta VTSIs, the AML 32s, the AMX 32s, all be rushing forward. There is a BMP 1P firing from the side. Got these Conqueror rockets. Should be able to do fairly significant damage, but really, there's no great anti-tank solution here from Tigga. All the while, 555 is just going to continue pushing through. Martyr Roland 2s are now in position and will in fact fire on these helicopters and be taking them out left and right. And this is a huge win here for 555. Already significantly ahead. Tigga's going to move his command armor, try and isolate into this jungle here. Just like the song. Welcome to the jungle. And he will still maintain this point, but, I mean, he can't get away with that vehicle. Otherwise, we have a total surround here by 555. Very good push. Going to come around the back, and Martyr VTSIs looks like you're going to get a little bit of morale damage from the TO-55. They got to target down that TO-55 fast. All the while, he's just going to continue pushing through, getting a lot of high-profile targets here. The Martyr VTSIs not really doing the job they need to do. All the while, over here, we see some more AML Lynx is going to run on through. Just trying to completely corner this entire army, wipe it out. And even taking this position and shutting down here would be great for 535. This has been a very successful rush. And can a TPZ Fuchs take out a transfer helicopter? The answer is yes. Yes, it can. Absolutely. It's a little bit embarrassing, actually, when that happens. Just because a transfer helicopter can actually micro against all that stuff. And, yeah, looks like one Fuchs is going to get routed. Infantry routed. And looks like more transfer helicopters might go down. Tigga needs to keep these alive because that's the only way he's really going to be able to do anything in this matchup is these heavily mobile units. All the while, it looks like we're seeing some fire position into the forest. And the Tunguska... The Tunguska! It looks like they're the only last line defense here for Tigga. It's kind of... He's a top player in the world. He might have to tap out. There's really not a lot left here for you. Alcy's VPZ squad could get another shot off. Might kill a modder. Does? No, that was the Motos Jurasis. The Commander's force move again. It doesn't really have a good position left. You look on the map right now. I mean, the map is pretty blue. And, where's the air command? Oh my god, this is so brilliant. So, he's actually moved the command down all the way over here. He's gone to this location, which is a mirror of what most people are doing. And most people are going for this. And this, so it's pretty similar. It'd be, yeah, but he's going to get a close rally point, so he's going to continue rallying in units, and this is pretty much all in. It's got gazelles, weasels. Even better would be, of course, him to move it down to here, and then start pressuring Echo. But whatever. I'm not going to beat the best player in the world right now, so I can't be the one to critique. And there's just not many forces here for Tigga at all. And what do we have rallying out? Just more transport helicopters. He's just really unprepared for this. Viciously unprepared. And it's one of these weird builds where having tanks and tank destroyers would help a tremendous amount. He seemed to have invested in a lot of transfer helicopters and they just didn't pay out at all. And I think at this point, Tigga's probably sitting at his desk, got his hands on his head, you know, rubbing it like I am. Kind of a little stressed out. Not really all that sure what to do. And it's at the point where 555 has captured Tigga's transport helicopter, or his supply trucks, and his supply trucks are actually trying to kill the command armor. So that's kind of a new low. Really. Tigga's rallied out 3 T-55s. They would have been useful earlier to help pick off some of those infantry. And he's going to run his transport helicopters through some Weasel MK-20s, which are defending this location quite well. In fact, very, very well. This little last minute all in by Tigga, getting it shut down relatively easy. Because even though it looks like 555 all in, he really didn't. So huge win for 555, taking out the top player in the game. And realistically, if you look back at the first game I cast of 555 and this one, you've seen steady improvement. So 555 very much deserving this win.